that cave. I mean the canyon. Palo Duro Canyon en route. You have arrived. Okay, we're at the overlook at Palo Duro Canyon, so we're gonna go check out the view. They call this the Little Grand Canyon. So I'm a little bit bummed the visitor center's closed. I think I came through here 3 years ago and went to the visitor center. As I recall, they had some cool exhibits in there. So it's a little sad, but it's okay. This is a 500-foot descent down to the bottom of this canyon. At least they're honest, I guess. Must be the cabins down there. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do that out to the lighthouse and back, but I'm gonna get an early start. So today I'll do something easy and short. I guess that's my trail marker. I think it's this trail. This trail does look pretty mellow and not very rocky. I probably should have biked it, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, so I'm gonna walk it. For whatever reason, I'm having a tough time motivating. I was so excited to come here, and then I kind of puttered out of steam when I got here. I think because I've driven a couple thousand miles in the last few days. I like never do that, so I think it sapped the life out of me. So I had a very mellow morning. It's now afternoon and I'm just getting out on the trail, but better late than never. It's probably gonna jump and scare me. Out in this like super like desert canyon terrain, and you never expect to turn around and you hear something and you turn around and see this. There's a little river there. Let's go check it out. I don't know, I think these are so cool, the way it just manages to carve itself through. And it just keeps carving out its river here every time it rains. Don't go that way. Go that way. Never seen him spray paint it, but that works. Things like this like blow my mind. Look at that. It's like, if I knew more about geology, I could tell you exactly what was going on during that time period and exactly what was going on during that time period and what happened right at that shift. I need to up my geology game for sure. So cool. Ooh, this just caught my eye. What are these little guys? Saw those guys from pretty far away. Bet when it rains, it probably water rips through there, I bet. Shoot, I have a dilemma. So that's my trail I'm on, but across the road here, that's a different trail that I kind of wanted to do. I will say a bunch of people just got out of a car there, and they're not like obnoxious loud, but they're kind of loud because they're all chatting together. So I might keep going down my trail for a bit, and then when I come back, hit that one. So I might get a little bit more solitude and peace on that one when I do it. That one's supposed to be a trail to caves of some sort. I'm using that term loosely, but that is what the description said, so it would be fun to check out. We'll see. Just like that, an anomaly turns into like a plethora of these. They're everywhere back in there. Cool. Poop. This is really weird. This must be spray painted, right? Must be. Okay, yeah, for sure spray paint. I don't know what that's for, but it's randomly in a couple of places out here. Kind of weird, kind of weird. Oh, there's the glamping sites. They're like little tent cabins. They're actually pretty nice looking. For glamping sites, those are pretty cool. Like, I'd take my parents there. That's their version of camping, roughing it. So I hiked down a ways and then turned around, came back, and now we're gonna go check out these caves. So you just gotta walk down the road a tiny bit and cross over. Got busy on this road all of a sudden. All right, let's go see if we can find these caves. There's pretty much no markings from the trail parking lot there. But I have all trails and you can kind of see the route there, so I'm just gonna assume this is the right way and check all trails periodically. There's a lot of footprints, so it's a good sign, I think. So unfortunately, I also think I figured out that part of my lethargy today is I think I'm allergic to this place. I think it's actually a sinus headache. Because since I hit the trail, I've been like sneezing countless times. I think I'm allergic to this joint. That's the lower route or the upper route. Let's go check out the upper. Turns out that's the upper, that's the lower. Same, but different. These little turkeys will jump right out at you. Watch your kneecaps, people. Watch your kneecaps. That is so beautiful. Even right now with the clouds being kind of almost ominous, it looks like they're gonna let loose, but it's just beautiful though. Okay, I will say I was having a little remorse that I didn't bust out the mountain bike, but now that I'm on this trail and seeing this, I'm glad I didn't bring it because this is really cool. It's actually really awesome in here, but there's so many like giant steps up and down that you for sure cannot bring a bike here and have fun. But yeah, now I'm glad I didn't bring my bike. This is fantastic. Oop, that might be one of the caves. We might have to go check that out. I don't have a ton of faith in this rock being super stable, so I'm not going to go all the way in, but I will kind of get up a little closer here. Wow, cool. The craziest part is it's actually pretty warm outside, and the wind's kind of blowing a little bit, but it's a warm breeze. But because I'm standing at the mouth of this cave, the wind can come in. It's hard to see, but ahead of me, there's a spot where the air can come down and it comes through the cave. And the wind that's blowing on me is really crisp. So I can see daylight back in there. So I know there's got to be further down, there's got to be a spot where air's coming in because I can see daylight. If I had someone with me, I'd probably go in. But because I don't, you know, if something were to happen, my beacon would not work because I don't have line of sight to the sky. So I don't want to go back too far. That is cool. I mean, I want to go back far, but I'm not gonna. It's seriously creepy how cool the breeze is that's coming out of this cave versus back behind me out in the open. Probably like in the 70s, but it's probably like 50 something degrees coming out of this cave. Kind of cool and kind of creepy. Whoa, I just saw this. Let's go check that out. I don't know if I can get over there. Do you see those two right there and right there? With like the rock balanced on top. Wow. I will say that I'm uber cautious in places like this because you can do what I just did and see something cool and divert yourself a different direction, which is great, except the terrain around here all looks so similar. It's easy to get turned around and lost. So when I do that, I'm paying super careful attention at where I pivoted and turned off the trail and onto a different trail so that when I go back, I know which way I'm supposed to turn when I get back to that junction. Check that out. Ooh. Don't fall down there. It's so cool. It just blows my mind. It's like that breaks down faster than that. There's a couple of them. There's another one back over there, and I passed another one over here. A couple back in there. It's cool. So this right here is why I didn't go into the caves. Because you can see down in there that there's like air. This stuff's like crumbling kind of apart. I just, this trail, it's not on like the park map that they hand out. So that means it's not like super well developed in the sense that the Park Service has come out and checked it out and come up with a route that's like safe for people to be crawling around inside these. So I'm not willing to get trapped in any of these spots by it crumbling down on me. And it's also maybe an hour before sunset, so I don't want to get stuck anywhere. It is cool though. Look at that. Just that little section holding it up there. Ah, poop. Somebody showed me a picture of that. I for sure would think like Utah. Then I'd maybe guess Arizona. Then maybe I'd guess New Mexico. And at that point I'd tell you to just tell me where the heck it's at. I don't think Texas would be one of my guesses. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love like the striations in the rock there. Look, it's another one, but it's like the size of my finger. If I didn't tell you though, you wouldn't know. Look at this view from up here. Ah. Yeah, that's mighty all right. Now I gotta put away the camera and get down this hill here. That's the tricky part. For sure something in there. That for sure startled me a little. As I got closer, I heard something thrash in the bush. In those grasses. Kind of made me jump a little. The sun is just setting. Temperature's perfect right now. Breeze has died down a little. Enjoying the moment. I finally made it to my campground and got to my camp spot, and it's great. It is so quiet here. It's wonderful. Literally 30 seconds after I said that, they fired up the generator.